Call is
So,
being recorded.
however, he did let us know that he was going to be on the way to Africa. So he's on a plane, and what I'm gonna do is I hope you remember the by the way, my name is Kathy Weathersby, for those that don't know. But uh, I'm gonna just go ahead and wrap up what Kayetta and I were doing throughout the weeks, in giving you guys some ways of being able to market. Our last way of recruiting, building your team is about tap rooting. What tap rooting does is it actually identifies people not direct to you, but it's a classic way that network marketers use to focus on using someone downline, somebody that's more active maybe than their sponsor, someone who's further down in the downline. And so I want to give you a couple of tips on being able to do that. The first thing is you want to work with the newest or the most excited person. You know, you've heard that new blood can really give you a lifeline in your team. And so taprooting really often begins by identifying and supporting the most excited person. So it doesn't matter where they are in the downline. So even if their sponsor's not active, guys, you can go and help that eager person grow. And see, that can build depth and momentum. I mean, can you imagine if you have a person in your that's direct to you, they're not active, but someone underneath them is always on the Zooms, they're always on the morning call, they come to certification, they show up at the live events. They don't You don't know what their sponsor is, their sponsor's doing something else, but they are really plugged in. Just you want to go where the energy is. And so you might be thinking, well, golly, I don't know, I feel kind of funny going around somebody that's on my downline. What am I going to say to that person? I don't even know them, right? So here's something that you might want to say. All right. If the sponsor's not engaged, especially, I know it might seem a little weird you going around them. You hadn't even talked to the sponsor in a minute, right? But I would definitely reach out to that sponsor. And let's say you've talked to them and they say, hey, you know what? I don't really know how to help them grow. Would you help me? So you want to call the person that you're taprooting and you say, "Hey, Anthony, I noticed that Kayetta is on your team. She's a few levels down from you. She's really sharp and she seems excited. Do you mind if I connect with her to help get her off to a faster start?" And see that, Anthony might say, "Hey, you know what? I've been working. I got a lot going on. There's some personal family stuff I need to handle. Thank you so much for helping me out with that person because I just hadn't had a chance to really help them out like I want to." Now, if the sponsor is actually engaged, you want to call that sponsor and say, "You know what? Hey, Anthony, let's help Kaya to get a strong start. You mind introducing me to her so that we can set up a quick game planning call, some kind of strategy session, and really find out how we can help her soar?" So there's two things that you can say to your sponsor. I mean, excuse me, to the person that's their direct sponsor, whether they're engaged or not. Hey, do you mind if I reach out? Or hey, let's reach out maybe on a three-way call or some sort of conference. So the second point is this is another way to utilize that three-way call or Zoom. We talked about three-way calls last week, how you can really use that as a way of recruiting or piquing that interest. Well, Leaders often use three-way calls or Zooms with prospects for the team members, building momentum deep down the line while showing others how to present and close. So it may have been a while since you've done a Zoom just for your team. When you meet with your team, do you meet with them on Zoom or is it a conference call? Either way, this is going to be a great way for you to help newer recruits leverage credibility, because remember how during COVID we would do our introductory Zooms for somebody that's new, give them a party, a grand opening. Let's think about starting that again. Let's continue to do that if you have stopped doing that with your new people that join your team, because this not only allows you to be able to help that person jumpstart their business, but it can help reignite others on your team. Like, oh my goodness. So if we're going to celebrate Mary, well, shoot, let's go ahead and can I invite a couple of people? Yeah, sure, you're on the team. See, this helps your team. So, as a leader, you can think about how can I give my team a little bit more momentum? I don't need to wait on a specific corporate call. If you have your own Zoom account, if you have your own phone, you can do your own conference call or your own Zooms and be able to do just that. Really kind of ignite a fire, especially under somebody new, giving them a chance to um, really introduce their new business. And then that crowd that you have, that crowd being your team, their guest, that helps to encourage the new person to push forward. So, what do you say again? You might say, hey, Cherie, this is Kathy, and I'm working with your upline, Anthony. I really heard a lot of great things about you, and I wanted to hop on a quick call to hear your goals and to find out how we can help you get fast results. If you're a texter, here's something that you can text to your team. Hey, Anthony, I help people in our team get started strong. And, I was just wondering if you might be open to a 10 to 15-minute call so we can map out a simple success plan for you. No, you don't have to reinvent the wheel here at Akana. What that gives you a chance to do as a leader is to reach around and let them know that you're there for them, number one, that you are open. Because sometimes people think that if they don't know their upline's upline, that it's a mysterious, behind the mirror type of person. No, reach out and let them know that you are another layer of of help for them, right? And then let them know that you're willing to be able to help them. And so it just kind of demystifies how this all works, especially again for somebody new. And new doesn't mean that you're new to the team. You might be new to this type of a business. You might have been on them, but this is something that they're very new to. So you can also coach somebody to tap root themselves. How about that? Right? You can help somebody to do what you're doing. So you might connect with them and say, hey, you know what? Let's think of 3 to 5 people that really trust you and that you really trust. These are people that you might want to put on your dream team. Look, don't overthink it, Diana. Just the names that pop up first. See, we can reach out together and we'll see who's open to taking a look. So, can you imagine how encouraging that would be to someone who's new on your team or someone who hasn't really rank advanced, but you see them always participating? That means that they're hungry for something that just might need a little hand holding. And how does that help you? Well, as a leader, certainly that's going to help your team grow. But that's gonna again ignite some excitement. Like, oh, you mean you're gonna help me? Well, shoot, I know 10 people. Forget the 3 to 5. That might be just the spark that that person needs to really open up and run. So you can say to them, look, even if they don't join now, this is how you start building serious momentum, and I'll help you get through it. Could you just imagine if you reached out to someone on your team and you said that, how that would absolutely ignite a fire, right? The next point I wanted to make is that you want to promote events to the deepest level. So you want to encourage the deepest people in your organization to attend events, even if their sponsors don't go. So this pulls the energy down line, and it often will create leaders further down, which in turn pulls their whole leg up. Listen, if you're looking to rank advance, like I want to go to diamond, right? I know that there are people that are in the team that helped our team get to emerald that maybe they just got customers, but they didn't quite rank advance, right? Some of those people are still coming to the calls, coming to the certification, but they haven't done that yet. You can help promote the events to the deeper level. You know, you may have just a text chain that has 5, 10, 15 people on there. How about expanding that, tapping into some of the team of your team, making sure that they're up to date, making sure that you've reached out so that they know that this call happens every morning, so that they know that we do certification every month. Maybe they've never even known that and just felt left out there. Could you just imagine if you let someone know that they've got this kind of training and support every morning, Monday through Friday, that they have training and support because they bought a package every single month for no additional charge, and that they can elevate and upgrade their level of commitment by doing wellness coaching or hair scalp scoping or any of those kind of things. Could you just imagine if they know more about the events, how many more would participate? My last point is recognition and edification. See, smart marketers publicly recognize the actions of people deep in the line. You have a very smart marketer in your CEO, Melissa Boston Toyabe. She makes sure that we get that recognition for the little wins that we have throughout each month. And, you know, the way that she does the specials and our CV, we're not talking about little wins. We're all qualifying for big trips that corporate is paying for. So even those things, the CV contest, that someone invited a person, hey, you know what? Um, Royal had 5 guests on the last call. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Guess what? Let's run a contest. The next person that has the most guests on X, Y, and Z, whether it's a Zoom call or an opportunity call or a live event, gets a prize. You know how much we run for free stuff, right? It could be a Starbucks gift certificate. It could be a free lunch. It could be, you know, anything, a free gift of our products, whatever. You want to incentivize that and use that recognition and edification to encourage your team to grow. So I'm hoping that by talking about tap rooting, I have given you some more ideas for you to build your team, to grow your team, and to encourage your team. So I hope that you guys got something out of what I shared with you this morning. It's been my pleasure. And today is Tuesday. So we know that this is the day we get to hear from Dr. Betty. Oh my goodness, Dr. Betty has such an awesome wellness coach certification on stress yesterday. Wow, wow, wow. I'm telling you, I know that not everybody is doing wellness coach training, but those of you that were there, what it was just awesome, awesome, awesome. Um, I don't see Dr. Betty on here now. If you are Dr. Betty and I don't recognize your number, if you don't mind hitting
But
stars, there she is.
here,
Day
stay
cleans.
clean.
Yes. And
So
so if
that
you can
was
let us know what's happening.
awesome. That was an awesome presentation, Kathy. Thank you so much for that. You are a gem
Thank you.
of the highest caliber. That's all I can say.
You're a sweetheart.
Um, so listen, guys. Tonight, like Kathy said last night, we did stress management for the wellness coach certification. And so, guess what? You are not going to be left out because I know everybody is pretty much stressed to the hilt for numerous reasons. And so, tonight we're going to talk about stress management, some of the points from yesterday, and some other goodies I've got for you. And we're going to talk about our products that will help us manage that stress and hopefully we get rid of it. So, I look forward to seeing you guys tonight and have a great day or make it a great day.
Woo woo. I am looking forward to that. I'm definitely gonna be there. And we should have our community going on right after that. Those that are on the cleanse. Guys, I'm telling you, the remember that your company increased its revenue in the most stressful time worldwide that we've experienced thus far. During the lockdown, during the height of the pandemic, this company increases revenue more than double. Okay. And so this is the time where people are looking for stress assisting products, and we got them all, right, Dr. Betty?
Most definitely. And we have them in a variety of forms, and that's what really makes it so great. Depending on your pleasure, we can accommodate you, your family, and your friends, and the
That's
people.
right. That's right. They can layer and everything. I'm telling you, listen.
Exactly.
From customer
Yeah.
service, I can tell you that people are stressed, and that is the number
Mhm.
one thing that they ask about these days. What do you have that can help me sleep? What can you help that can help with my what do you have that can help with my anxiety and sleep? I hear it
Exactly.
all the time. So guys, go
Exactly.
out, have an Akana kind of day. Um, think about tap rooting today and how you can help somebody that just may need a little bit of reach out. All right. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you tonight about stress management. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.